Hello everybody, looks like we're live. Welcome back to the stream. It's Sunday, so it's Paper Mario Day. And also Rayman. We're maybe gonna beat Rayman today, we'll see. But for now, it's Paper Mario. I'm gonna jump right in because I wanna get started. Ta-da! Oh yeah, that's right, they put Majora's Mask on here now. I'm so tempted to play Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask on here. I haven't heard anybody talking about Majora's Mask on here, so I don't know how accurate it is or not. People were on top of it with the other stuff, talking about emulation issues, but I haven't heard anything with this one. I mean, people might be talking about it and I just don't see it because I don't read the Twitter timeline, but here we go. Happy Hour Mario. Skip. Alrighty. Here we go. What were we up to? It's only been a week, but I forget. I completely forget what we were up to. Uh-oh. Well, once people get here in the chat, I will probably be able to figure out what I was supposed to be doing. Oh, it was flower fields. Right, it was the flower thing. Let me go look at the flowers again. Where am I missing? I knew where I was missing the bubble from before. This, doesn't help. What's this way? What the hell is that? Can't see Koopa. $100 coins? Fight! Well, I'm just starting, so we can find out how strong he is. Sorry, I had to cough. Let's find out how strong Can't See Koopa is. 70. Oh, yeah, he is strong. The hugest Koopa ever? I don't think this is going to happen. This is just not going to happen. Oh, wait. If I had, what's his name? Or what's her name? I mean, the Sparky character. That's a lot of damage, though. Well, I hope you can watch too, Adam. What? Yes. It's been a week and I've forgotten everything. This is not happening. This is not happening. Oops. I'm gonna try that again with Watt and see if it goes differently, but I don't think that battle's happening right now. There we go. But yeah. That's his gimmick, is that it flips back over. There you go. Fight. Fight. Hi, Bess. I'm doing an ill-advised fight. Alright, let's see. With Watt, we get 4 damage in. Except for that happened. What happened, Biss? You were fine when we were just talking a minute ago. What did you do? I don't have any attacking things. Hey, Chroma. I'm doing an ill-advised battle that I'm probably not capable of doing right now. But I was checking it out of curiosity. Well, that's enough of that. He has an interesting shell with a lot of scales on it. Scoots. I posted in the server, but I don't know if people saw. I saw somebody, one of my friends, who shows up at the stream sometimes, Violet, gave us the names of the starters. I don't know where she found them exactly. The new starters. They are Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxley. That last one I enjoy the name of immensely. Wild. So there's the thing with the flowers, and I'm missing a bubble seed, and I don't know from where. If anybody in the... because I think I knew. If anybody in the chat can remind me where the bubble by need is. So remember we got one from the desert. And we got the one in the jungle last time. And we got, one in town, I think? I haven't been keeping track of where we've gotten the bubbles from. My main takeaway from the Pokemon thing is just that at a time when they definitely should be... Oh, it's Sasha's favorite character. At a time when they should probably be slowing down the frequency of the games to give the developers a chance to, you know, fully realize things. They instead seem to be speeding up, and it's like very bad. I feel for them. It's like Pokemon games seem like they're coming out faster than ever now. The blue seed is in Forever Forest. Thank you. Go and fix a shelf, says this. Welcome to the chat. I missed a seed in Forever Forest. Where? I don't know. But that's a good lead. Oh yeah, I have a shortcut to get in there that'll be a better choice than having to go through the maze. There might be new stuff to explore in here in general at the moment. Oh yeah, there is. Look at that. Because we have the fish. You again. That's a big bloop. I'm gonna slap with bow. Ta-da! Smack it. But yeah, I guess the new Pokemon seems nice enough. Because it seems like it's another... We're killing babies now. Seems like it's another Pokemon Legends type of game, but in the modern day. Which is neat, but why do we need that already? Literally, both in the same year as each other. Oh... That's not good. Oh dang, that doesn't look good. That was bad. Probably should have used out of sight there, probably would have been a good choice. That's the only trailer that there is. Yeah, it looks like the exact same like rendering style as Pokemon Legends. Like the Pokemon are just out there like in Legends. Looks like Legends, but modern day. Oh, dang, I wasn't... Uh-oh, yeah, I really should have... Yeah, really should have done the hideaway. I saw somebody say that it looks like it might be like a hybrid type of thing. Like maybe it's a little bit more like the main series game, but it definitely, it looks like it's like sort of modular and it's just built out of like it's made out of Pokemon Legends. But it's so soon. Why do we need this right now? Get in there, Mario. There we go. It seems like it's just continuation of Legends style. Thank you, I'm actually wearing that shirt in real life right now. I match my little avatar exactly. Well, that's why I put this shirt on here, because that's a shirt I wear a lot. Here you go. Boop, 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 boop. Thank you, Adam. I also have, obviously you can't see. Actually, you know what? You can see in this, because this looks a little bit funky, but... Oh, there we go. Well, you can kind of see. I have matching socks, too, which I'm also wearing right now. This is the exact outfit I'm wearing right now, by coincidence. We ran into the crashing bug last stream, actually. Something happened to Biss's shoulder. I don't know what it was. Nice. Speaking of Biss, they are the ones who got me these socks, because I have this stripy shirt, and Biss found the socks. Also, there's I have the long fingerless gloves that are also striped like this. They found those and they matched my shirt, so they sent them to me. But yeah, the crash, I got so unlucky because the crash was just if you die to the big piranha plant boss with Watt as your partner, the game crashes and erases your most recent save. So that was lovely. I'm gonna go for... You know what? I'm gonna focus here. Biss likes to call them sleeveys, the long gloves. As I was joking about yesterday. I unfortunately am not actually green in real life, though. Alright, that was cool. That was not cool. I hate the button mashing. That was like my least favorite part of Bug Fables as well. I almost said Bug Snacks, but that was a different game. I liked Bug Snacks a lot. I do like these new starters a little bit better than Generation 8 starters. Generation 8, I don't know what the hell they were thinking with that one, because they're like little bobbleheads. They all look the same. These look more in line with, like, Generation 7, Generation 6 type starters. Which is also not exactly my favorite designs, but I'll take them over what they did with Generation 8. Let's do Starstorm and see if we can do some damage here. Bug Snacks is really, really good, and it also has really good queer characters in it. Like just some of the best queer representation you can get. It's really good. You know, I hadn't really thought about it before this point, but there's really just giving birth right here. Birth is just happening. Let's use an out of sight here, just to be safe. I'm focusing for a refresh. Birthing is a— uh-oh, I've made a grave error here. Is now he mad? Birthing is a classics of boss attacks, says Chroma. Yeah. Oh, Shan is playing Legends Arceus. Not a surprise, they've been playing that a lot lately, apparently. I gotta get back to it too, but I'm playing through Skyward Sword on my off time at the moment. Oof! Oof! I think I got this, 'cause oof! I mistimed that really badly. Having some sticky toffee pudding? That is very British, miss. As I'm sure you are aware. Very good. We gotta take care of this guy. Like, we gotta. Surely it must be about to die. We've been wailing on it for a while. No, come on, really? Well, we're done. I gotta really be careful about when I use the out of sight. Yeah. Really, yeah, I used it too early. I got a little ahead of myself there. Well, there is a GameCube game on the Switch. Super Mario Sunshine. But that's not on the eShop anymore. Well, there's gonna be Klonoa, which was a GameCube game. But it's not, they're not porting the GameCube version. Let's try again. I should probably tattle this time, just so I know what I'm dealing with here. I always think about how for some reason Nintendo always shortens GameCube to GCN. I always thought it would have made more sense if it was NGC, like Nintendo GameCube. Where's the N go at the end? Okay, change to Goombario. And now a tattle, please. GameCube, parentheses, Nintendo, just like inside her, parentheses, bedroom. Oh, so this is just as bad as the big Koopa, but he's less strong. I mean, yeah, we're in for a fight. Damn. I can't screw up a single jump because it's a long way to go. Inside her parentheses, GameCube! Yeah! I want that game. That's great. Ah, fiddlesticks. Right after I said I can't screw up any of those jumps. So we're down to 59 already. We've done 11 damage. And now birth has occurred. So we have to kill at least one blooper baby. That's important. Otherwise they just drain too much of our health. There. We can leave the other one for now. Okay, it will be time for an out of sight. Here's Lynn playing Diablo. I swear, y'all are gonna get the impression that it's the only thing that Lynn ever does. Is play Diablo. Aha, I almost made a big mistake there, did you see that? Oops. Here we go. Yeah, I swear Lynn doesn't just sit there and play Diablo 24/7. We're leaving this baby here just to prevent 2 from existing again. Because I think that's how it works. Well, I bungled that one. Ta-da! Okay. Smack the shit out of that thing for me, would you? So we're making slow but steady progress. Alright, baby has reappeared. Bo cannot quite kill the blooper baby. The bloopa took a poopa attack? Thank you, Biz. The dump of life, as you like to say. Hey, Anvis, what kind of pain is it in your shoulder, and when did it happen? Like, were you swinging your arm or something? Like were you walking? In for a star storm. Did you just pull something? Like, randomly? While you were walking? Were you picking something up? Like, what happened? Out of sight. Sometime after you got out of bed. Ah, I see. Dang. At least it doesn't do a terribly high amount of damage. Alright, we're like halfway there. Imagine if it made the birth sound from Insane Aquarium. You remember that one? And there was also a pop sound. I remember. Thankfully that was still enough, because I screwed that up. I'm getting a little bit tired from all the button mashing and stick flicking and fart pooping. I'm gonna see if I can get up to 3 for the smooch. Like sticking. That would be helpful. But this would be even more helpful. But also this would be helpful. So how much is this? This is like by 20. I think I just gotta refresh, unfortunately. Just gotta do that. The invisibility sound sounds like a dinosaur made of slidey balloons screaming. That is a hell of a description, Biss. Thank you. Damn. Woo! That was good. I'll take that. Thank you. Let's try to get back up to 2. Alright, we're down to 25. Cool. Woo! Only took 1 from that one. I really put my all into that. We've reached birth again. Gotta kill one. Fiddlesticks. I think this isn't not enough. Quite to kill. Gosh dang it. Oh, nope, it was just barely enough. I got to. I really put my all into that. Hey Ruby, well you have really missed nothing. This is like the only thing I've done so far this stream. You're cool. I gotta go for the refresh again. It's just gotta go for it. This has been a low energy, low productiveness stream so far. Well, Bess, we don't know how bloopers reproduce. Maybe it's asexual. Could be. I'll refresh again. The only thing I can say that was good about the Pokemon Direct today was that they didn't do the nostalgia thing. They didn't bring out the Game Boy and then be like, remember the red and blue, and then it goes through all the games and it's like a now we got the new ones. It's like they didn't do that. At least I'll give them credit for that. Tag a blooper who's always waking up pregnant. Play my chat sometimes. I mean, I'm happy we have a community around here, but sometimes I wonder about you. Sometimes I wonder about the people that I have attracted here and the things that they say. Dang. Babies. Alright, we gotta kill a baby. Kill all babies! Kill all babies! I gotta play that clip again. That clip pops into my head every once in a while. I posted it in a server before. The VOD viewers need to know about. I 100% choose to believe the blooper came into this fight pre-pregged. That was my magnum opus this stream, says Biss. Thank you, Biss. Now they know. Now they know. Okay, let me play the let me play the clip.
Kill male babies, kill all babies, kill all babies. I'm playing an NES game that says kill all babies? And you know what? That's the wrong answer. So that obviously means it's something they made up. Kill all babies.
There you go. Okay. Smack. RT game? I was just thinking about the Angry Video Game Nerd thing. I think I've watched RT game years ago. With like, didn't they do like City Skyline stuff? You know what I just forgot to do, chat? Oh no! I forgot to. Oh no! I almost did that before. Oh man! Oh man, I forgot to. I distracted myself with kill all babies, and I forgot to hide. I can't believe this. Good God. You better believe I'm doing it again, though. This is a blooper stream. This is a goddamn blooper stream now. So I think I only have... I think I'm like starting the fight with not full health. Yeah, let me fix that. Can't believe this. There. Buy some buffing items first, or attack items? I guess. Yeah, I beefed the blooper fight. Again. I can't believe that happened. Oh yeah, we forgot to do this guy. I wonder if it's gonna be the same question that it was last time. Yeah, it was. Ta-da! Dang. You can see Luigi in the audience, wow. There's not really great items here, is there? I didn't think there would be. I mean, we could try putting him to sleep? Let's see how that does. There's another shop in town, I believe. With some different stuff. Okay. I cannot believe I miffed that so badly. All I had to do was hide. All I had to do. I was thinking about Angry Video Game Nerd saying kill all babies. So what is this? Okay, sure. I'm gonna sell some stuff. You really don't have a lot of inventory space in this game, and it's a little bit annoying. I don't need the money, I just need the space. Because I want one more of these. I want one of these. And I want one of these. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we have a weed leaf bis. Haha, very funny. Mario puts his weed in his pocket. Mario puts his weed in there. We all know he does that. It's very funny. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I was saving. I'm also saving like this too, just to be safe. Oh yeah, I think I showed on the stream. Oh yeah, I did on the stream with Lynn the other day. My username on the Switch now is just zombie. I was thinking about zombie or candy corn because of my current new aesthetic. And I felt like zombie just goes better with my current me than candy corn would. So that's what I picked. One sec, I'm sending a message about Pokemon to my girlfriend. Very important stuff to do live on stream, I know. Eh. Candy Corpse, that would be interesting. That's an idea, Chroma. You're really good with these name things. Like you named my character in Diablo. You had a good one for that. There you go. Ta-da! I can do this. I'm like determined to beat this thing now. It has insulted me. I'm gonna tattle on it again just because it was useful to see its health. Okay. Tattle. Oh yeah, look, I've got the fully charged thing now too. That's a big help. I can get Smooch if I need to. I'll just start off with this. That was helpful. Alright, Bo, let's do this. Okay. Smack the heck out of that. Smack the heck out of that baby. The electro shroom was a great idea. I'm kind of curious about something here. But you know what? I'm just gonna do a star storm. Do-do-do. Hey, I remembered out of sight. I almost forgot it. Because I'm busy reading stuff while I'm streaming. So I shouldn't be doing. But... I keep thinking about all of these free-to-play Pokemon games that exist now and how none of them appeal to me. Like, I just don't bother with them anymore. I was talking about that yesterday. And then we get this announcement with a whole bunch of stuff about them, and it's just like... I don't care anymore. I played some Pokemon Cafe, and it just is such a nothing game. There was like no challenge or anything to it at all. It just felt like I was just... I didn't feel like I was doing anything. I felt like I was looking at a screen and moving my finger around, and that was it. It's such a nothing game. What was I gonna say? Speaking of Puzzle and Dragons, I have played that a bit more, and it continues to just be nothing. Like I'm like, okay, it's gonna get interesting at some point, right? And I'm gonna have to think about things, and then nope, it's going on a long time with nothing interesting happening. It's it's really a disappointment compared to the 3DS game, which was good. Let's see if we can get some sleep. Oh my god. I don't think I've ever used that item yet. Hell yeah, we got the babies to sleep, that's good. That would almost be cute if we weren't killing the babies as well. Yes, sure, Thunder Rage. Do it. I'm doing out of sight. Don't worry, I got it. Okay. We took a little break to get more prepared this time, Adam, is why we're still here. So, things are going well. Let's get rid of the blooper baby. I think we can get rid of one of them. Yeah, there we go. Makes Ness. Ah! Gosh dang it. Ta-da! One sec. This is getting up my case for typing in the group chat. This doesn't want me to die to the blooper again. Although, well, I didn't die to the blooper because I was typing in the chat. I died to the blooper because I was playing an angry video game nerd clip. Okay. What was I gonna say? Damn, I had something for a second. Damn, I was gonna say something I completely forgot. Oh well, maybe it'll come back to me later. Bye. You know what I'm thinking about? Just randomly. I'm excited for Splatoon 3. That's gonna be good. Alright, let's do a smooch. Let's just full heal. Out of sight. Did not forget this time. Maybe it's because there's squids on the screen. I'm thinking about Splatoon 3. That's getting streamed for sure. I might stream the single player. That might be fun. I always like the single player modes in Splatoon. Damn. There we go. Alright, I think we got it now. We just do enough turns and it will die. Like 3 more turns, it's good. There we go. Focus. Let's just do a focus here. Salmon Run is really fun. I'm glad that there's more of it though. Especially because, like, I love Salmon Run, but, like... Well, the most recent news on it, Chroma, was that the release date is this summer, and, that Salmon Run is back. But, like, I love Salmon Run, but it gets a little samey, so I'm really excited for the prospect of Salmon Run, but there's, like, new stuff. Oh man, we can just go for the kill. Kill, 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 kill. Come on. There we go. There you go. There we go. Ay, 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 ay. Okay. Now we just gotta kill the babies. We have to kill all babies. Let's see if we can make him dizzy. Yeah, it's this summer. Yeah, I didn't know it was going to be that soon either, but that's what they announced, Chroma, recently. So that was exciting. Okay. I can type in the chat now, in this group chat now, because I don't have to worry about hiding from the blooper now. Smack. Boop. Okay. Ta-da! Ta-da! Progress has been made. Where does this pipe go? I knew it. It was gonna go to the Yoshis. I'm just gonna go ahead and heal here before I continue to explore the sewer. Also, just to be safe, we're doing this save too. D-E-A-D, dead! Alright, Toad. Put me to bed. Oh, I keep forgetting in my stream announcements, that, alright, I've mentioned it a few times, but I've forgotten to mention it recently, that, when the Mario Kart DLC comes out, I'm gonna do a community tournament, and we're gonna get a bunch of people on the stream, and anybody watching can join, and that'll be fun. I haven't streamed Mario Kart before, so I'm looking forward to that. What was I gonna say? Something with the stream. Damn, I keep forgetting stuff I'm gonna say. Sinister Koopas. Gosh dang it. Oh yeah, I remembered I still want to stream New Super Mario Bros. This year as well. I've been remembering that recently. I'm also planning to stream Mario Kart Super Circuit. I got a lot of stuff I want to stream, but I don't have time for all of them. Oops. Oh, there we go, anyway. Just the original New Super Mario Bros. Also, Ruby Hexagon, we'd love to have you for the Mario Kart thing. I don't know how you're supposed to get across those spikes. That's interesting. Well, these guys aren't much difficulty at all, are they? There we go. Dark Koopa. There you go. Did literally nothing. Thanks, friend. Dead. Pokemon, for me at least, is just like tiring at this point. Just, they don't stop. There you go. These are so high up. Oh, this is a thing, huh? Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. I was gonna reply to Chroma saying that that was just for a shortcut. No, it was for my sense of pride. That's what it was mostly for. That boss battle. I couldn't let it beat me. Looks like you can't ground pound them if you can't see them. Darn. Why am I not? Come on, jump, Mario. Yeah, it looks like I was jumping more than far enough to do that, but, yeah. What the hell is this room? It doesn't look like an explodable wall, but maybe it is? Probably partners I don't have yet. Oh, it was an explodable wall. What the hell is this? Who the hell is this? Excuse me? Rip Cheeto? Okay. I don't trust somebody named Rip Cheeto. Ta-da! Love how the key to unlock that was just literally in the room there. Oh, interesting. Let's save. Who the fuck rips their Cheetos? I don't know. Do-do-do. Okay. Oh, you're back again. Let's do the quiz. But yeah, also, I wanted to mention that, Sasha is not here today, I think because she's dealing with, a health thing? So, I just wanted to bring that up so that people could let her know they're thinking about her. Or people who know Sasha. And I wanted to give her a little shout out. I hope she's doing well. What color of pants was King Goomba King wearing? Red and white, I believe. Yeah, I don't know exactly what's going on, and I don't want to, like, say, like, more than I should. I want to respect privacy, but I just wanted to bring that up. So that, people can let her know that, that we're thinking about her. Because she's a great member of the stream community, and she's one of my best friends, so... just thought I would give her that little shout out. I'll tell her to watch this later. And be like, look, Sasha, we gave you a shout out. She is sweet and cute, you are right. Okay. Now where did I come out of? Oh hey, look, I can finally go over there and get the thing. I have the fish. Yes, I have fish. Sussy. Sussy fish. Oh, there's that pipe over there too. Many curiosities to explore. A shout out while I'm talking to her favorite character, Mr. Charisma himself. That's one of the reasons I thought of her, yeah. Okay. Ooh, we can super upgrade somebody. Multi-bonk. Fire shell. We use Bo a lot. Let's give Bo the super upgrade. Here we go. Sussy fish. I'm gonna play this for about another hour, by the way. We've hit hour 1. It felt like 3 million years because of that boss, but there we go. I love that you can always just tell when there's a character that Sasha will like. like I saw that Quizmo character the first time, and I was like, Sasha, do you like this character? And she was like, yep. I was like, I am 0% surprised. Where did I... What door did I come out of? How did I forget? Damn. Hey, at least the blooper I can figure out how to fight. I don't even know how, I don't even know how to get that Koopa. Because I... He's tough. %0 chance of you falling asleep during Rayman because your shoulder hurts. Oh. This is the Goomba place. So none of these pipes are the right place. Hey, Vince has managed to stay awake during Rayman before. You gotta give him credit. Remember when I said this would be faster than going through the maze to get to the forever forest? Remember that back in those days? Yeah, me neither. It saw me type in and it's like, no! Focus on the stream! Okay. Mega Shock to paralyze all enemies. Air Raid to attack all enemies. I like the sound of Bombette's one, so we're gonna go for that. I want the Mega Bomb. This hates my multitasking when I'm streaming. I mean, Paper Mario's a slow game, okay? I don't have to pay perfect attention to it. Get off my case, Biss. And it wasn't even the typing in the chat that caused me to mess up the thing earlier. It was memes. Memes distracted me. It was me doing something for the stream, but that wasn't playing the game. I was focused on the stream, but in the wrong way. This feels like a Germa moment. Just good. I want to slowly become more like Germa the longer I stream. Become more chaotic. Barricuri's not gonna get me that far. Nope. Germa is extremely funny. He does such elaborate bits that, like, I can only dream of. Ah! Oh, those just end. Thanks, game. But where's the forever forest pipe? What am I doing? Oh my god. We gotta find that other Bubska Bulba. Crap! Where's the other pipe? I was just watching a compilation of, like, these bits that he does, where he just tries to confuse new viewers. It was really funny. Ah, this must be it. Like, there was one where he just tried to where he was just, like, acting like a regular thing that he does is call his chat the Banana Boys, and he's, like, always doing stuff with bananas. It was just completely made up. It's just various things like that. So I don't know where this Bubskabulba is. Probably not over here. Does anybody know where the Bubskabulba I'm looking for is? 'Cause I sure don't. Oops. Oh, nothing. Hyper Paragoomba. More like Hyper Dead Goomba, am I right? It didn't even give me any experience, that's incredible. Ah. Boom. I'm so strong that these give me no experience now. Oh, sorry, the buffering was on my end, Adam. Don't worry. The stream farted for a second there. And we dropped some frames. It was my end. I saw OBS having a problem. Don't worry about it, anybody. We're all good. There we go. Stream did one of its classic farts. Oh, you. OBS doo-doo farted, yeah. This can't be the right place. I don't know what we're looking for, because whatever it is that we're looking for, I missed the first time I was here. I found all the other bubbles, but I don't know... I mean, maybe it is in the maze part of the forest. It's gonna suck if that's true. I mean, I like this music. It's fun to be here again. To hear the music. I don't even really see any, like, alternate paths or anything. Okay. Well, I'm not looking forward to trying to find this thing. Whew. Yes, the first time I was here, I then just got started thinking about other songs that sound like this. And having a great time. Because one of those songs was from Kirby Mass Attack, as you may recall. And I'm very pleased because at the moment there's a Kirby Mass Attack song that has become a meme. I love to see Kirby Mass Attack stuff going around. Oops! Whoa, that was a really powerful sound I just made. Fine, I'll fight you guys. Yeah, the skeleton appears. I love that meme. I love that song too. It's a good one. Kirby Mass Attack had some great theming, like some great aesthetics that are like a bit out there for Kirby. One sec. Okay. Do. Alrighty. Yeah, ba beep ba beep ba 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 ba. Save. Okay. I guess we'll go look now in the forest. And oh boy. I'm not looking forward to this. At least the fights will be easy now. Do. I'm gonna fight forest fuzzies. I need Cooper. That would have been a better choice. I'll switch to Cooper next turn. Wow, just nothing. Cooper will do this. We'll jump. And then we will kill. Go for it, Cooper. Well, we killed one. Love how they can't do shit to me now. Bye. No experience anymore, but whatever. I don't know what or where I'm looking for here. I guess I just wander randomly until I find the bubble. We're going to kill. Anybody got any hints for me? I don't know what I'm doing at all. What should I be looking for? Well, I mean, I know I should be looking for the bubble, but... Okay. 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 Take the path to Boo's mansion, but also look around for clearings in the forest. Okay, thanks. I mean, that's kind of what I was gonna do. So, isn't super huge news? Well, that was the wrong way. You gotta go to the ones that are different, I remember. I don't remember. Oh, right. That's how you tell what's different. So look around for a clearing. Goddamn fuzzies. I'm sick and tired of fuzzies. At least they can't hurt me. There. Ah. Well, that wasn't the greatest. Stream seems to be skipping around. We haven't dropped any more frames. Yeah, I think that might just be you, unfortunately. Sorry about that. There we go. I haven't seen one that's... Oh, there we go. I'm looking around for a clearing. Just taking the path so far. Those laugh and spin. Those laugh and spin. Laugh and spin. Oh, these are different. Oh! What the hell? Oh. Damn, I thought this was it. Dang. That wasn't it. Oh, no, you don't. Oh. My god, it was right here all this time? Damn. You planted somewhere bad. Can't believe I missed that the first time. How did I miss that? Alright, we're back. We have saved. Alright, now I have a half hour to actually make some progress. I mean, I don't necessarily. Oh, wait. Oh, I thought maybe that character would have told me where I was supposed to go, but did not. Also, I've gone too far. The flowers are one up from here. I'm used to going down to get to them, but I'm actually more south than the flowers this time somehow. Okay, this had better be it. Okay, seems like it was. Good. Now the fancy door appears. At first it just looked like the flowers were blooming, but suddenly a door appeared. Okay, I'm gonna save first. I always wonder what that looks like in universe. Cause I was thinking about this while I was doing while I was playing Skyward Sword. There's a part where two characters are just like, Link, like hurry now, you've got to go do this thing right away. No time to waste. And then I just literally walk past them and go to the save point behind them first, and then go do it. So what is it like in universe when the main character gets told, hurry, you've got to go do this right away, fast as you can, and then they just turn around and go to the save spot and then come do it? What does that look like? What is that in universe? What would that be like? That's a tree. We came out of his mouth. Why is Wisterwood? He must be Mario. Trees, grasses, flowers, and plants. Well, trees and grasses and flowers are plants. Are they not? You could have just said a land of plants and said much less of a mouthful there. Okay. You're trying your best to save the star spirits and the rest of your world, aren't you? I would help you in your quest, but alas, I cannot right now. Flowerfield is in trouble. Looks like Club Penguin eyes. This is a Club Penguin tree. This tree is a penguin. Huff and Puff. Oh, like Huff and Puffins from Yoshi's Island. You're all weak and fading. Oh, hey, Chroma, remember that channel I was telling you about the Dragonology thing? I was watching some more videos on that channel. I watched a series last night on that channel that I really liked. That was about a made-up moon world, basically. Where either like humans or some other force took some Earth life and put it on that moon and then just waited 250 million years to see what happens. Like, and it was primarily, like, the primary animal that they had was, oh, thanks, go and fix the shelf for being here. It was nice having you. Hope you will, be here again some other time. But yeah, it was mostly finches they brought, and they brought sunflowers, and they brought some insects like ants, and they brought a couple fishes, like guppies, stuff like that, to put on the planet, and then just see what happens. And like it's mostly just a speculative evolution thing, where like these birds sort of like take up every single niche on the planet, and they turn into more like dinosaur-looking creatures, and stuff like that. And it goes through like mass extinctions that happen on the moon and stuff like that, until eventually it gets to intelligent life forming, and then it becomes then it sort of shifts, and it becomes more of like a narrative, like story type of thing, and that's really cool too. It's really dynamic, and it's a really nice piece of art, I think. I recommend the videos on that one. It's called The World of Serena, Serina. It's really cool. No, in fact, the terraforming / biosphere part is just sort of happens before the story begins. Like they just put stuff on the planet and then see what happens to them. One of my favorite things is that despite many of the birds radiating into all sorts of different body plans and ecological niches, there's still a bunch of groups that even hundreds of millions of years later still look like modern day birds. And that's like, yeah, that's smart. That's how it would probably go. Like that's how it works on Earth, is there's plenty of animals that have lineages that are really, really, really long, and they've not really changed their body plans and all that time. Huff and Puff is up in the sky. I think it's called Huff and Puff, but it's not actually related to the Huff and Puffins, unfortunately. I think there is a flower that has magical beans somewhere. The other flowers and bulbs around here might have some useful information. But yeah, it's basically like the story slows down a lot once it gets to intelligent life, because, you know, intelligent life takes place on a timescale that's a lot shorter than the evolutionary timescales, and so it like really slows down and like focuses in on that stuff, and turns into a really neat story. It's kind of like Spore, where you can see like the timescales get smaller the farther through the game you get. The Seed Maniac Petunia? So I've heard that for the enemies here, I should focus on trying to hit them with the Dizzy attack. It's apparently really good on them, so I'll try to remember that. The Seed Maniac. Squeezy? Damn. There's a lot of cool stuff that happens in it too, by the way, that I don't want to spoil. I just want to like set it up like that and then tell people to go look at it themselves. There you go. Oh. They also did a video about the biology in Subnautica, which I appreciated because they presented it. It was essentially like a really like immersive Let's Play. Like it was basically like a Let's Play, but it was like super immersive and just like imagining the world of Subnautica as a real world. The Seed Maniac sounds like a 1910s OnlyFans username. Alright, Biss. You can leave my chat now, that's enough. Sufficiently tasty. This has tasty in the name. Berries. Okay. Well, that was good info. Now I know what he wants. Oh, those are from Yoshi's Island, though. Look at the little flower guys. Oh, they're so cute. Look at them. Biology for gamers. I really love all of the work that was put into the biology. Oh wait, I was supposed to do the spin attack. I appreciate all the work that was done into the biology of Subnautica. And there wasn't really anything that I didn't know in those videos, but it was they were I still like Subnautica a lot, so it was still fun. It was fun to see it presented the way it was in those videos. Wow, I managed to block that. A crazy daisy, that's what they're called. It's kind of a cute name. You don't seem that crazy though. Oh, of course they drop flowers. I hit a bee. Look at these little bees! What the heck? It's a bazap! Those are so funny! I love them. Look at these funny bees! Funny bee is dead. Wow, it really is a Bug Fables now. Yeah, to me these are normal daisies. Let's see what Fan Smack does. It makes me accidentally hit the minus button. Damn, that's powerful. Oh, you are strong. I've been fighting all these super bosses lately. These enemies are like a cakewalk now. I mean, they had some way harder enemies earlier. Like the Shy Guys are so difficult. These guys are like, these are such nothings. Let's get the bazap. Some of my favorite Mario RPG enemy designs were in Bowser's Inside Story, though. Ah, poop. Mario's falling asleep. He can't move right now. Gonna smack the heck out of that little flower face. Feel kind of bad smacking these flowers like that. The timing on that is difficult. Especially because he can't block when he's asleep. Oh, I'm out of flower points, I just realized. Bits, you can't message me during the stream after you complain about me doing messages during the stream. Oh, it was to send me a Spampton Quaxley. Fantastic. Thank you, Biss. Ah. So last night I beat the DSiWare version of Plants vs. Zombies, by the way. That is the most bare bones Plants vs. Zombies that exists, by the way. Like, it doesn't even have survival mode. Oh, is this the chapter where there's a tree that I shouldn't hit? I'm gonna have to ask the chat every time there's a tree. Like, is this one okay to hit? Seems it is. Wow, a big red butt just popped out of the tree. You have a second? Then listen to my sad tale. Ever since the sun went away, I began to droop. I have no energy at all. The whole world is sad? Monty moles dig into the ground and bite my roots? Okay. This guy? And this jerk? And this troublemaker? The trees in a snowy village. Next chapter is the one, okay. Gotcha. I'm sending this post that you sent, Meebus. I'm sending it to Shiny. And this wicked creature, 4 of them. You probably don't need to be concerned with that one! Okay, that got me. This game doesn't usually make me laugh too much, but... that got me, that was good. Got one. Let's do Cooper. Also, let's Starstorm it. I need more flower points. Pronto. Ow. Ow. There. Let's get a smooch. Okay. Okay. Damn. Only get to hit one Monty Mole. Ha! Get skronked. Now, yoop. Ta-da! Wait, that wasn't all you... Man, each one of them is 4? I need to go heal. There's a bee in the tree. I'm leaving from the bee in the tree. A Sumpch? I gotta go all the way back to town to heal. Which is kind of obnoxious. Actually, you know what? First I'm gonna give a berry to that guy over here and see if he likes it. Alright. I figured that wouldn't be great enough. Come back with more culture. Okay, fine. Bonus moles in every hole, yeah. I want to go back to Toad Town. Just to get my points, my flower points back. Alright, Toad, put me to bed. I think I got enough time to beat up all of these moles. Okay. There's a piece of hay on the floor in front of me. That's from the bunny. I don't know how it got out here, though. The wind carried it, I guess. Okay. Okay. One sec here. New Patreon incentive should be bunny cam. He is right next to where I stream from, as I always mention. There we go. These guys are back. Do not wish to fight. Oops. It's difficult even to start the fights here. Here we go. We're busy discussing in the group chat that I'm in about how like I don't know if I'm ready for a Switch 2 or what I would want out of a Switch 2, because like getting more out of a console that small is just like it's simply going to get more expensive, right? Like, even though the OLED Switch is a bit more expensive than the regular Switch, and it doesn't even change that much. So, like, getting more, like, power out of it or whatever is going to increase the price a lot, and or make it bigger. In which case, we already have the Steam Deck now for a bigger, beefier handheld. So, like, and that's way more expensive than the Switch, like, ridiculously so. I want to have more flower points this time. Here we go. Damn. Right, I can't hit them with the hammer. This isn't whack-a-mole. I gotta... This If I didn't have this spin badge, what would I even be doing here? I wonder. Because that's the only way I've managed to hit them is with this move. And this isn't like a move that you just like get. This is a badge. I mean, you can always spin into stuff, but like spinning in them to do that. Oh, this guy runs away too, I see. Kind of want to fight him anyway, just cause. Oh, he runs away. Something's gonna happen with that later. Bye Chroma, thanks for showing up. Always nice to have you. Did I see that hidden panel pop up? Oh man. I took the badge off that shows me the hidden panels because they were driving me nuts. Oh, there it is. I'll take it. Once I beat up these guys, then we will end and see if this is ready for Raymond yet. Oh, this is just one mole. Boom. Adam also points out that, of course, the Steam Deck you can play literally anything on. But yeah, the Steam Deck just really goes to show, if you want a handheld that's like similar in size to the Switch, but you want it to be more powerful, it's gonna be bigger, it's gonna be beefier, and it's gonna cost way, way, way more, like 5 times more. So, like, pick your poison. Do you want the Switch that's an affordable handheld, but, like, there's some performance, compromises you need to make? Or do you want the Steam Deck where it's really expensive, but you, like, you get, like, almost, like, PC level quality out of it? Low-end PC. With the ability to like install an operating system on it, like built in, stuff like that. Like you have to hack the Switch to get a different operating system on it. This you can just install on it if you want. It's like, do you want that from Nintendo? Do you want it? Do you want to spend $500 on a Switch 2? Like one of the reasons the Switch is so successful is because it's a different target audience, you know? Like that's how the 3DS was so successful. It was just its own niche. Nintendo has just put all their eggs in one basket where it's just they have the one console that's also a handheld, you know? Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna end this. Starstorm. Just get that in there. End it. That didn't end it. This'll end it though. End it, Cooper. That ended it. There we go. Oh, we got news from Sasha. She says things are going well. She thinks. That's good. I'm glad to hear this. Magical bean. Give me the seed, maniac. You shouldn't plant it? Miracle water? I mean, you look pretty happy. Are you just sad all the time because you are a plant? This is a depressed flower. Don't plant seeds because the flowers will be depressed that they can't move. I can put a berry in there? It's a bee! It's a bee! Time to smack a bee. Well, the bees don't really have any health at all, do they? Well, that was interesting. Okay. Yeah, the exclamation point is part of the name of the Bazap. It's a good enemy. That guy just lives back there, I guess. That flower guy. Oh no, we got bead! We got bead on. I really love those enemy designs though, those are really cute. I'm just gonna go back to the little hub area and save, and then we'll be good. What you doing over there, bunny? What are you up to, bunny? Ah, poop. He's getting behind his little door. He opened it and he's sitting back there now. VOD viewers, I want you to know that Adam did in fact make a B-movie joke in the chat just now. Here we go. Alright. Boom. Alright. Good spot. Alright, we made some progress. I spent a long time on the super blooper, but it was a matter of pride. I had to beat it. Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna turn the stream off for a few minutes. Right, I'm not sure exactly how long. I don't know if Biss is ready yet. Are you there, Biss? Are you listening to me? Are you ready to stream yet? But whenever Biss is ready, we will do Raymond, and we're gonna be trying to beat the game today. I had no guarantees. No guarantees on that, but we're gonna try our best. Or I'm gonna try my best. I'm the one playing the game. I'm gonna try my best to beat it. We will see what happens. No promises, but we will see. You ready? Okay, I'm going to put batteries in my controller. And then I'm going to turn the stream off and do a little bit of setup, and then I'll be right back. So, everybody stick around, and we will be back with Raymond in just a minute.